Hi, Mike Page here, and I want to deal with a question today that a lot of people ask me about CarbonCopyPRO, and that is, why do I have to submit an application to become a member of CarbonCopyPRO? Well, the reason we have an application process in place is simply because we don't want to spend all day manually sifting and sorting through the thousands of leads that we get. We only want to work with those who are really serious. And it's only good use of my time to work with people who show me that they have the desire and are willing to put in the time and the effort to do whatever it takes to build this kind of business. Now, you know, about 90% of the people that apply to us on the internet looking to make money are what we might call a Curious George type or a tire kicker. Not the most flattering term to use, but I'm afraid it's true. And these people are never going to invest in themselves and learn the skills required, and they're not going to sit down for 3 to 4 hours a day and work to build a business and become a successful internet entrepreneur. Well, quite frankly, I can't justify wasting my time with people like this. So if you are one of those people, then I'm afraid I'm going to suggest to you that you close this webpage now, because this is not for you. However, if you are serious, you will certainly want to fill out that application. Now, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and why I decided to become a member of this CarbonCopyPRO community of internet entrepreneurs. My background is actually in sales and marketing within the IT sector, and I've worked for some of the biggest names in the IT industry, and I even went on to build my own IT business, which was involving software development. Now, for most of the time, I earned a very good living, and I travelled to a lot of different countries on business and also for pleasure as well. Now, I could have easily carried on doing exactly the same as I had been doing for a number of years. After all, why would I need to quit? I made a good living from my chosen career path. But you know, the one thing that I didn't have was time. I didn't have time to spend with my family and friends. I didn't have time to do the things in life that I really wanted to do. And instead, I was a servant to my employer, and then I simply went on to become a slave to my own companies. Well, I then spent the next 4 years working like crazy trying to build an MLM-style business in the nutritional products industry. But even though I attended all the big events the company put on, and I did everything that my sponsor told me to do, I never made any serious money. Now, don't get me wrong, I really did value the time that I spent in that business, and I learned a lot of things, but only a minute number of people ever made any real money. And I think this is largely due to the fact that in any traditional MLM business, you have to recruit so many hundreds or even thousands of people to get into the big money league. And it's like trying to fill a leaking bucket. Well, I finally realized that I just had to find a better way to secure my financial future. And that's when I came across a former business associate of mine who introduced me to CarbonCopyPRO. Now, I can tell you that when I first came across this application form, I was skeptical. And even though I actually knew the person whose website I was on, I was still skeptical. And the reason I was still skeptical was because I had been on dozens of websites before, putting in my credit card details to purchase ebooks and courses and all kinds of materials that I thought would help me, but they didn't really amount to much. And here I was again, about to put my credit card details in. But I also knew that if I didn't do something, my financial situation was always going to hang in the balance and nothing would change for me. You know, someone once said, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. That's a great quotation, and it happens to be very true. So I had a choice. I was skeptical though. But I did submit that application, and here's what I found. I found that after I'd submitted my application, spoken to my sponsor, and then gained access to the complete information and the initial training for CarbonCopyPRO, this business turned out to be everything I was looking for. I found a community of ordinary people just like me, but they had found success with this program. And I found a mentor as well who was willing to spend time teaching me. It was a real system with real support and training, and with real income potential. I am full-time with this business with CarbonCopyPRO. I have no commuting to do, I have no boss, no stress, and no debts. I'm getting fantastic results with this system, and you can too. I will personally teach you what you need to learn, and I'll coach you to success. There are live training calls and webinars every week. It's easy to follow, and you'll really enjoy learning a whole new set of skills that can enable you to increase your income month on month. So, if you are serious about wanting to reach your goals, whatever it takes, I would urge you to submit your application right now, and I will personally contact you within the next 48 hours. I look forward to meeting you.